Stefanik's surprising announcement today comes as Congress starts their holiday break.
Our Alexis Crandall has been following the updates tonight. Alexis, there's been a lot of reaction to this today, but what did Stefanik say about her campaign and her future?
Well, Brian and Liz, in a lengthy social media post, the longtime North Country representative said she came to this decision with her family, calling the upcoming primary for governor unnecessary and not a good use of her time.
I don't think even the most prescient political analyst would have predicted that Elise Stefanik was going to drop out of the race so soon.
Less than 2 months after announcing her bid for New York governor, Elise Stefanik is dropping out of the race. In a statement posted to her social media Friday afternoon, the Congresswoman saying it's not an effective use of time or resources to spend the first half of next year in a, quote, unnecessary and protracted primary against Nassau County Executive Bruce Blakeman.
She understood that would be expensive. She understood that it also was going to make it less likely she'd win Donald Trump's endorsement. Donald Trump was very clear that he was not going to endorse. And that probably is something that played into her calculations too.
The 6th-term North Country representative was set to become the U.S. ambassador to the United Nations until President Trump pulled her nomination and asked her to stay in the House to preserve the slim Republican majority. A month later, Stefanik began teasing a bid for governor by calling Kathy Hochul the worst governor in America and starting the Save New York PAC. Stefanik was also a vocal critic of Zohran Mamdani during the New York City mayoral race, calling him a jihadist. Mamdani easily won that race and was invited to the White House, standing next to the president when he was asked about the Congresswoman's comments.
Do you think you're standing next to a jihadist right now in the Oval Office?
No, I don't, but she's out there campaigning, and you know, you say things sometimes in a campaign.
Isn't that sort of
She's a very capable person. But you really have to ask her about that.
Then, just last week, while celebrating the 1980 gold medal winning hockey team, the high-ranking Republican stood next to the president when he passed on making an endorsement of her for governor.
It doesn't appear she's got party backing. I feel bad for her in a way because she, supported Trump 100%, and he pulled the rug right out from under her.
In her announcement Friday, Stefanik saying she will not be running for re-election to the House. Stefanik did not share her plans for the future, but did say her focus will be on her young son.
It seems like she's ready to sideline herself for a time. I would hazard to say, I don't think she'll stay out of public life forever. She still is very young. She still has proven herself to be a very capable politician/public official.
North Country residents shocked at the announcement, but hopeful for a new voice representing the 21st Congressional District in D.C.
I'm hoping we finally get some focus on, like I said, the northern part of the state and getting a message up here that we can have the things that the bigger cities have, like tourism and activities and just being a nice place to be.
This move comes after a new poll from Siena College was released this week, showing Stefanik trailing Governor Kathy Hochul by double digits in a projected matchup next November.